just waiting for a few minutes to see who is coming on. And as I get ready to do my Facebook Live, and so glad to be here. And I'm sure everyone is probably either in their kitchen or shopping or doing something and getting ready for the holiday tomorrow. Anyhow, I'm Nancy Yonner, and I'm with Keller Williams and Love to List, and I'm coming to you from the heart of my home here in Loudoun County, Virginia. And I know everyone's focused on their Thanksgiving holiday tomorrow, and I thought I would share with you actually, oh, hey Jen, I saw your beautiful plate that you're serving for, or having at your kind of, what did you call it? Not eclectic. Oh, anyways, it's escaping me, but I love that style that you chose for your dining room table. Anyways, let me get started. I'm Nancy Yonner, and I'm here from the heart of my home, and I'm excited to be with you and see everyone and celebrate this very special time of year. I know many people always focus on gratitude this time of year. Someone just recently, a client of mine, just gave me this, and I love this little dish. Oh, hey Ann, how you doing? I know you love to cook. Anyways, gratitude. It is my word of the week, and I'm certainly grateful to all of you, my family, my friends, my clients, and my community. And I just realized that next year I'm going on my 35th year of selling real estate here in the area, and that's quite a milestone. So anyways, while everyone is focused on their Thanksgiving dinner for tomorrow, I wanted to share with you somewhat of a tradition here. I love to serve like brunch the next day after Thanksgiving. And so, you know, either a brunch or either a nice special breakfast. So if you have family at home, this is a really easy recipe to make. So I'm going to share with you, and it's called herb baked eggs, and it's just so simple. And one of the things I do, a lot of people that know my kitchen know that my refrigerator is actually out in my pantry. So I have this habit, I feel like I'm on a cooking show every night, because I have this habit of gathering everything first and before I get started, because that's what I need to do. So anyways, you guys are going to love this recipe. They're herb baked eggs, and anyhow, so I'll give you the ingredients as I go along, but then I will include it in later. So the first thing that you want to do here is, of course, start with the eggs. And these are brown eggs, local farm eggs, and I love them. We have someone that comes to my house here weekly and delivers us eggs. So it's so nice to have local. So anyway, so you have your four large eggs, and basically what you're gonna do, I've made this many times, but I have to look at the recipe real quick. In a medium bowl, you're gonna beat the eggs, and then you're going to put the rest of the ingredients in them. So I'll beat them up real quick, and then I'll beat them again. But, so you serve this in these little ramekins. These are a little bit larger. You could actually cut this in half for somebody, or, I mean, my husband eats a whole one. Minnie and I usually split this one. So you can do this size, you could do this size of ramekin, whatever you feel like is appropriate for you and your eating habits. So that's what we're gonna bake them in. And you just mix, oh, here's these brown eggs. I just love them. So you're gonna mix that. And then the next thing is you have a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And I love these little dishes, these little spice ramekins. Actually, my cousin gave them to me for Christmas a long time ago. And we use the heck out of them. So you put your mustard, you have fresh dill that I kind of cut off the dill stem. So you got fresh dill. and you have Swiss cheese. And I have to tell you something kind of funny. I should have left it out here, but I use Instacart all the time. When COVID started, I started using Instacart, so I get my groceries here delivered. But then we've had a lot going on in my household the last few months, so I continued to use it. And I asked for shredded Swiss cheese, and I didn't get shredded Swiss cheese. I got flat Swiss cheese, so I had to cut up all my Swiss cheese earlier. I had to laugh. Anyways, it's 3/4 of a cup of that. And the dill and the mustard is each a teaspoon. So you've got that. Oh, and then yogurt. And I use coconut yogurt all the time, organic coconut yogurt, but you put whatever kind you like in there. I will say the coconut yogurt is a little watery more than like a Greek yogurt. So it kind of depends on the type of consistency that you want. And that's it. That's why I love this recipe, right? It is so simple. Just very few ingredients. Okay, and then what you do is, I guess I'm going to need that. What you do is you take Virginia ham and you put them on the bottom. Now, if you did one of these, you could just still put it down there and then it would come up on the sides, which I've done before. So you can do 1 slice, 2 slice. Minnie and I are having these for dinner tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and make them up. I hear my dogs barking. So you give that a really good stir, and then it's pretty simple. You just put them in the ramekins. Oh, I can hear my dog wants to get her water. And for some reason, she wants it outside. I don't know. I guess as owners, we didn't train them very well. Because we're always, I knew that was coming. There she goes. I will have to go let her out. Be right back. Okay. Oh, goodness me. So, anyways, so then they get baked in the oven because it's herb baked eggs, and for 375 for 25 to 30 minutes. And you could use any kind of cheese. You could use mozzarella. I think that cheese, I can never say the word right, but Gruyere would be delicious in here. And of course, after they bake, you can put a little dill on it to give it a nice little touch there. So that is herb baked eggs, but a couple other things I wanted to show you. Oh, I left something in the refrigerator. Be right back. Okay, so what to serve with these? Okay, I'm going to give you a couple different ideas, and you can, once they're baked, you could put one on the plate like that. Just keep it in its ramekin and then put whatever else you want around. You could also, well, I'll show you that in a second. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to serve mine with, well, before I tell you that, let me give you some other ideas. I think fresh, nice sliced apples with a little bit of lemon so the apple doesn't turn brown, with a little bit of cinnamon, you know, kind of put around here would be really pretty. I always think citrus goes really nice with eggs, excuse me. So if you wanted to do like a grapefruit, orange, and avocado, nice little salad with that, that would be so yummy. I know that my mom and Deb, they like this certain balsamic vinegar or something on a citrus salad, and it is so good. I have to get them to get the name of it, but balsamic and this other really nice oil, olive oil of some sort. So that would be really tasty with your herb baked eggs. So, but what I'm gonna serve with it is some fruit. And what I was gonna show you, and you guys, I have a little bit of a dish fetish, but you could do a little fruit plate there for, you know, in the middle of the table, which would be if you want to go kind of fancy. This was my mom's. Actually, this is my mom's too. A little white milk glass would be really pretty with the beautiful colored fruit. This is one of my faves. It's like this nice footed light blue. And I think anytime you have fruit in glass, it's just really nice. You could also, here's one that's still a little fancy, with the little rim there, but it's not as fancy. So you can go a little more casual. And then one of the things about Thanksgiving, I think, is that you have so many meaningful people that you get to spend time with, right? But you also bring out some meaningful things. And this bowl was my aunt's, and I just cherish this. And this bowl I actually got at a antique store when I was shopping with my mom. So I think that's what's so fun about gatherings and holidays, right? Is all the nice memories and all the good feels that you feel. That's what my daughter Jen, she always says, the feelies, the good feelies. Anyways, so we're going to do a little fruit here along with the earth-baked eggs. So I'll just show you. Just gonna put a little bit in there together, get it mixed together, and I can show it to you on the plate. Just a second. There you go. Put a little bit of that. And where's my fork? Oh, let me get another one. I don't know if I've ever showed you, but down on the other end of my kitchen, I have this really beautiful antique sideboard that, see, isn't this pretty? Just simple. And you can put a little lemon on this too to kind of help it stay nice and fresh. And hey, Deb. And then so you put that nice fruit here, beautiful fruit alongside the ramekin. And these, you know, kiwi, I don't know if you know this, but this is kiwi, blueberries, and raspberries. Very simple. Just throw it all together. That's what I'm trying to do after Thanksgiving, is have something very simple, right? So then, if you could put a couple little bran muffins along with it. So that's a pretty darn healthy breakfast. Now you can serve it, like if you wanted to serve your muffins, you know, if you didn't want to do it all on one plate, what you could do, as I said, you could do, again, I have so many different dishes. I have a dish fetish, what can I say? But if you want to color, you do something like this, or if you wanted to do the plain white along with the white plate like I have, you know, you could do this. But what I was going to say is see, this, you just put it on a smaller little plate like that. This is one of my faves. I got this at a Yonner Christmas white elephant one year. So this would be really pretty on there. And then you can serve your fruit in a different bowl if you like. We have a tendency in my family to, we like to eat out of these little Greenbrier cups. This is Greenbrier is where I got married. So speaking of getting married, when you get married or you have any other celebrations, oftentimes people have champagne, right? And I love champagne. I love Prosecco. So this is a nice one that's not really expensive because, you know, there's a gamut, right? So we love to have a little champagne. And I should open this up because what I want to share with you is how we do our champagne here at the house. A couple of traditions that we have. I know a lot of people, it would be really nice to put a raspberry in the champagne. I know a lot of people do that. Of course, you can have some mimosas. And when I make a nice breakfast, like a celebratory breakfast or whatever, I like to make fresh squeezed orange juice. Whoop! There you go. And so another fun thing you can do before I show you how we do our champagne is, you know how a lot of times people have charms on their glasses? One of the things I love to do is, instead of having the charm down here, is I just like to have different champagne flutes, and then you know which one is yours. This one actually is my mom's. that was given to me right before she moved to northern Minnesota. So we have several different kinds. We have like the brass rimmed ones. And this one is my mother-in-law's. I have a set of these and they're so cute. They're like different light colors. I don't know if you can see it, but like this one's lavender, one's blue, one's pink, one's yellow. So that's kind of a fun way to serve champagne, is to mix up your glasses. So let me show you how we do our champagne. And the reason why we did it this way is when we bought our house about 20 years ago, the owners, after we settled, gave us a tour of some of the systems of the home and how to kind of operate some things here. And then we sat on the back porch and they gave us the tour with champagne. And this is the way they served champagne. I'm gonna actually take my my glass that was my dishes that when I got married. This is little Lennox here. And this is how we serve it. So I guess I'm gonna have to have a glass of champagne this afternoon. So you serve it with a little bitters. Like I said, a raspberry would be nice. You can even put a blueberry in there if you wanted to. Couple drops of bitters. Kind of gives it like a blush color, and it gives it a little, like a little bite to the taste. And then you take, I don't know if you have one of these tools, but it's for zesting, but it's also for getting a little lemon strip. Oh, usually have no problem doing this. I should have had them all made up. Whoop. Anyways, a lemon twist. I don't know why that's not working. I use this all the time. Nothing like doing it live. Whoop. There you go. So then you add a little lemon twist. So this would make a really nice, simple breakfast after Thanksgiving. So there you go. And I will send you the recipe. I love that you guys are here and really appreciate you. And certainly I want you all to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family and friends. Enjoy the day off, have the time off. I know there's football, people may be having a fire and being outside. I know Jerry and I, for many years, we used to go for a hike on Thursday mornings, he used to run, he was a big time runner. He was a marathon runner for a long time. So it's always good to get a little exercise on Thanksgiving before you kind of, fill yourself up. So I really appreciate you. I hope and pray that you are well and that you enjoyed this little recipe, and I will see you next week. In the meantime, thumbs up, lots of love, and keep smiling. Take care, everyone. We'll see you soon.